Hey everyone, Alex here and welcome back to another World Conqueror 2 video. So, this is episode 6 of tips and tricks to winning in terms of defense. And in this episode, we will be talking about the heavy tank, which is this guy right here. So, the heavy tank has 140 health and it is the land unit with with the largest amount of HP, and it can take a lot of hits. It can fight really hard, and it deals a lot of damage as well. And that makes the heavy tank one of the deadliest units in the game. And so basically, a heavy tank is like a tank, just that it has more health and it has better attack power, and it can actually attack the artillery back. So that is one really good thing about the heavy tank as well. So it is the artillery will actually take damage from the heavy tank if the artillery attacks the heavy tank. And yeah, so the heavy tank is, if you put him in a commander, like if you put a commander into the heavy tank, then it is really deadly because number one, it has a lot of health, so it can take a lot of hits. Number two, the commander will actually boost the attack and defense of the unit itself. So that means the heavy tank is not only a beast at health but also at attacking and defending. So yeah, in short, the heavy tank is just deadly, but of course with the right tactics you can kill a heavy tank, which is of course once again use the good old infantry method, which is to basically you want to bog down the heavy tank and make sure it is stuck there because you have a lot of units. So you have to combat the technological superiority of the enemy. You will have to use superior numbers, and yeah, so superior numbers can really help a lot. So yeah, let's say you have like 10 infantry units against a heavy tank. Of course, the 10 infantry units will eventually win, but of course the heavy tank, being a hard hitter, it will deal a lot of damage to these 10 units of infantry. So you've got to be aware of that, and you have to send forces to combat the heavy tank appropriately. The best way is to fight fire with fire, which is to use a heavy tank to attack the heavy tank right here, as you can see. So yeah, and as you can see, we took what is okay, I think we took 72 damage. We dealt 72 damage right here, and we took somewhere around 60 damage right here. Like the enemy dealt 60 damage right here, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, after you weaken, like of course you can use heavy tanks to weaken the heavy tank, but of course it is an even trade right here, and it's not very good for the heavy tank's health in general. And so maybe what you want to do is to use rocket launchers and air power, because artillery isn't an option, as I will demonstrate right here. So we will be buying an artillery unit right here, and we will be putting an assault into it because why not? So as you can see, it's an entrenchment here at Minsk, and yeah, that is why you don't want to use artillery against the heavy tank, because your artillery is going to suffer a lot of damage. And this is just a level 1 heavy tank, and it's already dealt so much damage to my artillery. So imagine what a level 4 heavy tank could do. And yeah, so you would want to use rocket launchers because they can outrange the heavy tank, and you would want to use air power to combat this killing machine right here. And after you have successfully weakened the heavy tank to, let's say, like 2/3 of its health, then you can use like tanks and stuff like to kill the heavy tank, which is what we just did right here. And yeah, that is the way to actually beating a heavy tank. And of course, the drawback about heavy tanks is that it is really expensive. It is the most expensive land unit in the game, so it doesn't really pay off to have a huge like a lot of heavy tanks, like to buy a lot of them, because they would just zap the resources out of you. I mean zap, sorry. And Yeah, that is one thing to take note of. So you just have to handle them appropriately with infantry instead of buying heavy tanks to combat heavy tanks, because that is not a wise decision right here. You will eventually run out of money. And yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed and learned something from this video. And next up we will be looking at the naval units, which is we have 4 naval units right here, which we will be talking about in future episodes. So I would like to say a big thank you to all of you guys for watching this video. If you have liked this video, please do remember to leave a like. And if you are new to the channel, please do remember to subscribe as well. That's it. Thanks all of you guys for watching. Have a great day, and of course, goodbye.